Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. I'm talking about Blox Bash Party, which is a sequel to the awesome Blox game that I've already reviewed on my channel. Now this was actually inspired by, I was going to do a sequel, or I was going to do a follow-up video review of Bash Party anyway, because it is awesome and it is probably the better of the two games. But what actually really spurred this on was I had a comment on my original Blox video review from a guy called Reisenberger. He said, "Hey man, I'm really looking forward to you talking about the sequel because I'm a big fan." I said, "Oh yeah, no problem. I'm totally going to do a follow-up video because I even prefer Bash Party." And then after I made that comment, he let me know he was actually one of the lead designers for the game, which really impressed me. I was like, wow, somebody from the Blox group has actually watched one of my videos. That's awesome. That was a couple of months ago, and it's taken me this long to actually get to doing a follow-up review. So I wanted to do Bash Party, its proper just desserts, because it is really, really an excellent sequel. Now, I'm going to start off here by choosing my single solo games. What was really nice with the second game is they actually created this layout that's a little bit easier and faster to get to. In the first Blox game, you had like a bunch of things you had to progress through, little blocks on the screen. In this one, you could actually choose, okay, so do I want to do these adventures, which are called Showtime. You've got pirate missions, you've got a space theme now, which is really cool. And even a hero mode where you're kind of like a superhero fighting these mechs and stuff. So let me just jump into any one of these. Let's go with the standard Showtime one. And we'll just choose the first one. Now, I really like this game because what you're doing is, it's got a little intro here, you're actually throwing blocks to match colors, and that causes these barrels to actually all merge together. It's a really, really cool little effect. So here's what I mean. For example, this is the very first one, and what I want to do is get as many points as possible. And I just throw a color of paint. You can see up in the corner there I've got red balls that are going to form. And I want to hit these gray ones so that I actually form a chain. So let's, much like the first Blox, you hit A to kind of lock your target. And then you flick with your wrist to throw the ball. Now that was terrible. I thought that was going to turn all of them connecting. So now what I need to do... Well, hang on. Let me think this through. If I do this one then, and then the center, let these guys fall together. That's another great thing about this game now, is they've actually much improved the physics engine. Let's just try... Which way can I get this? It's a neat little puzzle. I want to get as many points as I can. I don't think I'm going to do it. Alright, well, we'll do it that way. We'll do it that way. Ugh, terrible. Last throw. Ugh, rotten. Well, I guess bronze isn't terrible. Notice there, I actually unlocked some money. I've got like 22,810 block bucks, I think they're called in this game. That's another addition that they brought into Bash Party that really makes the game a lot better. Now this one should look familiar to players of the previous game. We've once again got this scenario of like, I want to knock these ones that have the points on them into the multiplier. You see how like in the center we've got a ×3, or if I can get that red one, it's a ×10. So basically I just want to chip away and get the edges here to land. There we go. And then I want to get, I'm really hoping to get the 10 to hit that 10 ×10 over there. Let's see if I can get that guy. Oh! Oh! Well, okay, that was worth something. I won't continue the entire game, because that's very similar to the last game, the previous Blox Party, Blox title. In addition to the improved physics engine, though, what's also really nice is the backgrounds have got like a nicer level of polish to them. I think they're now all polygon rendered, whereas before I think it was your stage in the center was the place of action, and that was where all the dedicated polygon rendering was going on, and the backgrounds were very sort of basic and bland. Now they've actually spiced it up, and I think we've even got new little characters here, like this, what are these guys here? These little kitty cats with hats on them and stuff. It's a much more polished game. Now in my last video I talked about a pirate game or two, so let's go over to the pirate levels in this title. Alright, so I want to destroy the ship to get to the gems inside. This time I'm throwing a bomb. Let's see, now if I remember correctly, the green ones will disappear when you hit them? Nope, they explode, haha. Now if I can get... Ooh, okay, let's get into that green guy down there. Nope. Oh, that did well. Anyway, once again, this is very familiar to anybody who's played the previous game. I'm actually going to show you another one of the pirate levels, though. This is really cool. Now we've got my pirate ship in the foreground, their pirate ship in the background. Oh, I'm in trouble already. Okay, let's light a cannon. And aim and fire. Get this cannon lit and fire. So you're kind of hitting their... There we go. And all of them, yay! I really like the pirate levels on this one. Yarr, silver! And more of those blocks that I'll talk about, or bucks that I'll talk about in a second. They even have underwater levels, and these are very cool because they've actually adjusted the gravity so that it's very, very light. What I want to do now, I'm using the hand tool. I want to just grab one of these and fling them up to the surface. So if I do, I think it's A, yeah, and then up into the sky. Grab that one, up into the sky, that one up into the sky, or surface, I mean. See, that's the other thing. Look at how slow it's moving, and there's this immediacy to getting everything up there without losing any of these guys. Whoa, I'm gonna lose that one. Oh no. But yeah, they've really done some nice job with the physics in this game this time around. So we can get these. Oh, oh. And that one up to the surface. And speaking of messing around with the physics, the space missions are really cool because they're all zero gravity. So here we are in space with this pseudo, almost Death Star made out of boom blocks there. You can see there's like a larger cube surrounding it. What I want to do is use my bomb to knock these pieces and have them fly out beyond the cube, and then I get points for it. And it's really, really good with the zero gravity. Let me just show you here. Takes a bit of thought. Look at that. And they'll just keep floating. Yeah, there's a great variety in this game. They've really, really outdone themselves here. Steven Reisenberger was saying in his comments they actually had to come up with over 400 different levels, and it really shows like you get major bang for your buck, no pun intended, with this particular title. And another mode that they've added is this heroic one. So here's an example of what we want to do. Now this one uses, it looks very similar to the other one where I kind of throw the cannonball and it knocks them into the center where the point multiplier was. But what I'm doing this time is I'm actually using another new tool that they've added called the slingshot. So I want to hit the A, and that will then place a slingshot effect. And you can see here, it's like I'm pulling a rubber band. And if I let go, I can, I think, get those guys off the center. Like that! Whoa, look at that! And then, what else do I want to do? Let's get these. Just a nice bunch of changes to the original game. Still really good. Still original Boom Blox charm and great inventiveness. But I just really, really love what they've done here with the game. Yeah, there's a lot in this disc, so I'm not going to go through every single iteration, but it gives you an idea of what kind of fun there is. In the center here, there's even another section. This one's also pretty cool. You got the virus ball, which is the, you see these things that look like they're made of lava. If I hit one of them, they'll actually spread like a virus to the other blocks. Pretty cool. Okay, so to talk about this, the boom bucks here, what those are used for are to unlock items, also things in the editor. And by the way, the editor in this game where you can make your own levels is apparently the same one that Steven and his crew would have used to actually make all the levels in the game. So that's kind of cool. But I believe you can also unlock things with those bucks. Yeah, you see, if I wanted to play this level here, it's got a little lock on it. I haven't actually completed all of this to get to that guy unlocked, but if I wanted to spend quite a bit of money, I could actually unlock that. Would you like to spend... Oh, okay, only 200 to try this area. So I currently have 22,000. Sure, let's go with it. I'm going to say yes to unlock that for $200. And I have new things I can try. So that's kind of cool. See, this is more like classic Boom Blox where you have to go through each one and actually unlock as you go. But because now you're earning dollars, you can actually use that to unlock stuff that you haven't actually reached by just going through regular progression. I really like that about the game. But to round it off, I got to talk about the most important thing that this game came with, and that was the online mode. In this sort of construction zone thing, what you could do with the training from this guy is you could actually build your own levels, create them from scratch. They also had some pre-built ideas, so you could sort of modify existing blueprints, they call them. You could go online and you could download new levels that other people have created. The sad thing is that doesn't work now. Nintendo have long ago turned off these servers, so no more downloading of levels, but that was the interface where you did it. And then you would save those downloaded levels here. And the great thing with these downloaded levels, they only used up a very small amount of space. I seem to remember an editor once saying he tracked it and he thought, you know, is this going to use up, because the Wii had a notoriously small amount of hard drive space. He actually tracked and discovered it's just code that tells the game what boxes and what things, what bricks to put everywhere. But it's only like a few hundred K in size, so let's see if I can find one of these ones that I really, really enjoyed. Oh, here we go. Here's one that my wife and I played to death. Basically, you've got this big thing on top of a skyscraper filled with the recognizable Tetris blocks. And then all you would need to do is, using the different colors here, try and clear all the boxes. And we would play the heck out of this level. I think my wife always got a higher score than I did. Okay, so our first one is a red. Let's see if I can hit this blue, turn him red. That might make a bunch of stuff disappear. Wait. Okay, let's try that. Yeah. Well, that could have been a nice little combo. Okay, now I've got green, so let's try... Let's make this thing green. Ooh. Very cool. Alright, light blue. What would be the most damaging with light blue? I think that one would be. Or maybe down there? No, I want to bridge these things so that they all disappear. Let's get that big purple box. Turn to light blue. Oh, darn it. Okay. Oh, wait. See, again, the physics engine is really good here. Now yellow. What do we want to turn yellow to make the most impact? I might be in a bit of trouble here. Let's try that. Yes! That was good. Oh, darn it. Okay. Orange is not going to do much because there's only one orange guy there. Well, that's a bit of a waste. Oh, actually, I did okay. I did very okay. Alright, just got to do the purple one left. What's going to do the most damage? Let's do this one here. There we go. Wow, even with all that, I still only got 120. I still only got silver. My wife was constantly getting gold on that. Drives me crazy. But you see what I mean? Like, it's really, really smart. And that was one of hundreds of levels that people created. Here's a level of inventiveness some of these people came up with. Somebody made a pachinko machine where I kind of grab these little balls, pieces down here, make them go up the excavator belt there, and then it's going to drop down and land on some of the multipliers. Very, very ingenious. Now the only snag is it's kind of hard to control this. Let me just grab one with the slider. Not too hard now, not too hard. There we go. So there it goes. And it's going to go up, and then it's going to come down. There it goes. Look at that. Yay! I mean, that's incredible that somebody actually went through and did all the work to get that to happen. Just amazing. Again, I feel bad that I'm advertising all the cool stuff this game can do, because now if you get Boom Blox, you're not going to be able to download any of these levels. The servers are off. But it's a testimony to what people were able to do with this game. Just incredible. And having said that, that's just solo mode. If I go back, don't forget we've also got versus mode where you can play with your friend, or you can play cooperatively, just like in the first Boom Blox game. And again, just as many levels for those. So, Bash Party is an amazing title. Highly, highly recommend it. And I also want to really thank Steven Reisenberger for contacting me. Man, you made a great game. I was just overjoyed with Bash Party when it came out. I still play it to this day. The things like that pachinko machine and the Tetris color lineup, you just can't go wrong with that kind of stuff. And the 400 levels that he and his team came up with, there's just piles of content in there. So if you see Bash Party in a retro store somewhere, definitely pick it up because you will be entertained for hours and hours and hours. Anyway, on that note, I'll wrap it up here, and we'll see you down the rabbit hole.